Hi, good morning. I've got a super exciting item in this little box. You'll have seen from the thumbnail anyway what it is. But this is actually a gift from one of my followers. Now, this lady sent me a message and said this was a doll that had been kept in the loft and they were looking at getting rid and they wanted to find her a nice home. So she sent me a message to see if I was interested, and I was so interested because this is actually a Sindy doll that I don't have. I don't know how she works. You'll see what I mean when we get to that. I don't really know anything about her. I'm going to get the book out and have a look as well and see if I can find some instructions, because yes, there's something you need to do with her. So it's, again, totally unfamiliar, not one I got as a child. I want to say thank you so much, Britta, for this. This is a really generous gift. I know she basically said she wanted to find her a good home. I'm going to give her a good home. I'm going to look after her. We're going to get her sorted and tidied up, and she's going to go on display with my other girls. So again, thank you so much. I'm so excited about getting into this. I have had a sneak peek, of course I have. How could I not? I know I was going to wait for the video, but I just couldn't. When it came, I was just so excited. So into the box I went, but I've not had a thorough look. So we are now going to have a proper look. We're going to go top down, have a look at her. Please let me know if you have this doll or if you know any more about her. Like I say, I'm going to do a little bit of research, but I can't remember seeing this as a child. Perhaps it's one I missed out on. Lots of different things. So we're going to go top down and have a look what's in the box, and I hope you're going to join me. I will see you in a second. So here is the box that we were just been having a look at. As I say, I've had a little peek, of course I have. So we're going to take her out of the box and then have a proper look. So we have this, we have this, and we have the doll herself. So we can move the cardboard out of the way. Another one for the recycle. I'm going to be doing lots of recycling lately. So I have a little card here, which I have read. I couldn't help it. It came and I knew it was on its way, and I was just so excited when I got into it. In fact, we don't even need scissors for this one. Put that there. Oh, look, and I love a little bit of Bambi. I absolutely love that. It's a gorgeous card. So basically, it just says, I will read it off camera because I know people don't always like people's things being read out, so you can read them. Dear Sarah, thank you so much for giving Sindy a new home, and I hope that you are happy with her. I am absolutely over the moon with her, believe you me. I didn't get my book. I needed to get my book. I'll get that in a minute, so we'll have a little pause. We'll have a quick look first. So here she is. As I say, I did sort of get her out, so that's why she's partially unwrapped. She was beautifully wrapped up, nice and safe. And look at this. She looks like Rapunzel there. And I'll tell you what, something I'd not noticed before. When I got her out originally, I thought how pretty she was. She's got a fringe. Doesn't any of my other Cindy's got a fringe? No. No, they haven't, I don't think. Not that I can see from here anyway. And I must admit, a fringe is something I've always wanted on my doll. I've seen other people doing it, you know, when they've done the reroots themselves. And it looks so cool. And I think it really suits Sindy. I think it's just because I've got a fringe into it. Yeah, she's got a fringe. That looks amazing. Love that. So we'll take her out of her bubble wrap. She's almost, look at this little cute sticky tape as well. How cute is that? And we also, not just the doll, there's this that went with her. Now, I was told that there is some contents missing, which, fair enough, you know, I mean, think how old these are. They've been played with. I'd like to think there is some content missing. But otherwise, the little box is gorgeous. We have our little Sindy logo there. It's like a little clamshell. And inside, I know it's like a beauty accessory thing. And it did have, oh, look at this, still got all this. It did have, so I think they were like crayons, you know, makeup crayons and things to put on the doll. Or they might have just been normal crayons, I'm not sure. So they're gone, that's fair enough. They've been used, haven't they? I mean, it's wonderful. Like I say, I know I was told, but I'm like, that's no problem at all. So we've got some little bits and pieces. We have a little special comb. Now that's not a comb, that's a brush, that's a comb. We have some curlers, which are super cute. Just look at those little curlers. Aren't they cute? And we have 2 pair of shoes for her, which I didn't know they would come in. That's extra. That's lovely. So I'm going to put them in that side as well. And we have a little mirror here. And if you look, I don't know whether you can see from there, but the mirror itself is like, because it's on this, it's sort of taken on the clam sort of shell shape, which is gorgeous. Now, I just think that is lovely. I mean, I just think that looks really nice just to have on display on its own. So I need to make sure I clip it down properly. And I think that would look cute sat on the side with her. Now, this is the doll. As I say, I've got something in the back of my mind about them, but she's not something that I really knew of. I knew Tressie. In fact, I actually had a Tressie. It's not really a doll I collect now, because looking back, it's not one that I particularly liked. I was more Sindy, but I did get a Tressie. Now, somehow, the hair attaches. So we have this really long plait, which is not going to take a lot of TLC, to be honest. It's still tied here. So as long as it's held together there, I can undo the plait and sort of just trim off some ends and re-plait it. And that's not a problem at all. And then there's this bit here. Now, I don't know why that's there. I don't know whether that is, I don't think it's to attach that. I don't know if perhaps it was to stop it falling in, basically. I mean, that might have been something that was just done. So her hair is generally short. Well, it's sort of like a bob, really. It's not short, is it? It's in lovely condition still. I mean, I don't have a problem at all with things that are like that. They've been played with. I mean, you expect it. I don't know. I just think she's super pretty. There's something about her face. I don't know whether it's because of the fringe or something. I just think she looks really, really pretty. She's clearly had a little bit of her makeup put on there. Oh, I can remember doing that. So some of it needs washing off and just tidying up. You know, we've got a nice head movement still. I love it when they're on this particular head as well. And on the back, we have her number, which is the same number, I think, as the other Sindys. It's just that obviously we have this that is different. So she has this hole in her head. Can you see it? So I'm presuming she's going to sort of work like Tressie, but I don't know whether you push it in, pull it out. We'll find out in a little bit. She has a very cute little sort of, what would you call it, a shrug cardigan. So we'll take that off. And then this cute little dress, which I don't know whether it is a Sindy dress. I don't know whether it's one it came with. It could be. It looks nice enough. There might be a label inside. Yeah, that's a little bit loose, but I think that's because I was messing with it. So we're going to take her clothes off. And let's have a look at this little dress. It's got this gorgeous... It's got to be a Sindy dress. I'm saying that because this looks like the ballerina fabric. For the skirt for the Sindy ballerina. So I'm 100% sure that is actually a Sindy dress. Isn't it cute though? I don't have a lot of vintage clothes because some might appeal to me and some don't. I like that though. And I think she's probably going to be keeping that one on. I do like that a lot. She looks like she's got her original underwear on. Some proper Sindy knickers there. And they fit her nicely and they're all in good condition, which is fabulous. She's in lovely condition anyway. I mean, I know she's been in a loft, but I think she has been loved, really. I know Britta told me that she wasn't that happy when she got her because she'd wanted the ballerina one and she got this one instead. I get, fair enough, you want a ballerina one. I've been there, done that. But I'd have still been absolutely stoked with this one. Let's see if we've got any leg movement because they can stick. Oh, it's not bad. Because obviously she's just been in storage, hasn't she? But no, she's great. You have to watch for a little bit of melt. Oh, I've dropped that back off her again as well. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. I think there might be a tiny bit. The melt is just obviously where the two, sort of the rubber and the hard plastic join. And you sometimes get this issue with it. You get it with all of them. It's just an age thing. But as long as there's movement, I'm not worried about it at all. So we will have some clickies. We do. She bends her knees. I think we only got one click, but it's still great. It's still fabulous. And she's got all her fingers and she's got all her toes. So I'm really, really pleased. The torso's strange. Obviously, it has to be because of the hair. But compared with the others, you can even sort of see like she's got like ribs, which I've not seen. And obviously, it's a different sort of plastic because of this that's just come off the back. This has come off just because I was messing with it. So it clips in. There's like a little, you see the little ridge there? It clicks in there. And you just push it up and into place, and then same to reverse. You watch. When I want it to fall out, it's going to fall out, but it's not going to fall out now. Come on. A little tap on her tummy, will it make it come out? I can't believe that, because when I want to say it dropped out while we were just looking there, and now I've pushed it back on, it won't come out. I'm just going to get a needle because I don't want to get anything too sharp on it. A little sharp needle there. Say not too sharp, then I get a sharp needle. I just want to pop it off there. Oh, nearly. Because I don't know much about them, I don't want to force it, because I don't know whether I'm going to be damaging it. Come on, you little monkey. Oh! Oops, that's gone to... Ah, it's gone on the floor. No. Right, well, what I was going to say anyway is I was going to pause it, grab my Sindy book. We were going to have a look, you know, the one that I've got, the Sindy Bible, so to speak, and see if she's in there, see if it helps at all. I mean, this is clearly... So if we pull that, that should pull one way. You can see there's a bit of movement there. Yeah. I'm not going to pull it hard. But yeah, so I'm presuming what happens is, because the body is hollow, the hair pushes in, and I think you manually do it. I know Tressie has like a button, didn't she? I think this is manual. There's a little pulley ring there, and I think you just manually pull it, tuck it in, and then she can have either short hair or long hair or a plait. She can look like Rapunzel if she wants to have a full one, and it does come really long as well. Look at that. Or you can shorten it down, and I suppose you could make buns. You could do all sorts with it as a hairstyle. So I'm going to pause just for a second, grab the book, grab her back, which I can see where it is, but I do need to get out of my chair to actually get it. So I'll be back in a second. Right, so I've recovered her back. It was, I say I could see it. It wasn't so easy to get to, though, because my room's in chaos because I've had new shelves put up and all sorts, so it's like a bit chaotic in here. So that's the back, and here is my book. I've showed it you before. It is the History of Sindy, and I didn't know whether she'd be in here. The only reason I thought that was because Britta had mentioned the word Austria. They lived in Austria, so I'm thinking, oh, were there some new ones created there? I don't know, but no, she's in the book, and here she is. We have our cut and style Sindy. So we have a picture of her here, and look, this is the little sort of bag that she had, which is our little case here. Those, I think, are the crayons. I think they're like makeup crayons rather than anything else. It just says a blonde beauty with a basic body. She also did, there was also a brunette one. Oh, it says there, it was advertised as a brunette, but this has to yet be proved, so perhaps you can't get hold of that one. I don't know. A lovely wavy hair, centre parting, a little bit of information. She had white undies, which she's got, white sandals, which we've got, and then a little bit of information on how to do it. So that was lucky, wasn't it? 1984. This is showing the growing mechanism and a spare pack of hair. So that is spare hair. So if I just tidy that up, clean it, replat it, I can just save that piece. I thought I might say, well, you can extra add it on, but that's the spare piece of hair anyway. They've got some pictures here of her. Now, the gown isn't this one. I'm still sure. I think that's a later Sindy one, but I'm sure that's still Sindy. It says advertised as Fashion Parade. That's what she was. I don't think this says anything about her. I just think that is, oh, that's a second section. So we're not looking at that bit, we're just looking at this. So it just says that's the leaflet that you would have got with it. So that is handy. I think it is basically a pull and push mechanism. And I think if you wanted to, by the look of it, you could completely take it out. There's like a little plastic bag there. Can you see that little plastic bag? I'm wondering if that was round it. I don't know, perhaps it protected it, round it or something. There's like a little bag there. And that little bag's on the other picture as well. There. Perhaps it's so you can hold it. I mean, there they've taken it out as a plait and they've just styled the hair. I like the idea of being able to have that really long hair. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. That's the cream shell, fair enough. And it was 3 coloured makeup pencils, a deep blue, a red and a brown. And then the other bits that we can see on the picture, which are in here, which is fabulous. It's just the dress that's a bit different, but I'm sure I've seen that as a Sindy dress. So basically then, from her hair, from her head, I'm going to have to be careful. I don't want to damage her at all. It is moving. Can you see it's moving up a little bit? So if I sort of, and we've still got this little ring on there, so I think that probably helps pull it through. I think if you wanted to shorten it, you've got to be really careful with her. And I think obviously the plait's sort of expanded over the years, so I think I might take it out as long as possible without taking it out, because I don't want to not be able to get it back in. So I think, ooh, it'll pull your head. Might even be worth, you know, putting a hairdryer, you know, just to heat up this bit, you know, like when we heat up to reroute, just to sort of allow a little bit more movement, because the plastic is old. So obviously we've got to be careful there. So if I can get it out as far as possible, I will take it out of the plait and I will give her a wash and get the hair washed. I mean, the hair feels clean, but obviously being stored, it will be a little bit dusty. I just love this. I actually love that hairstyle, let alone the extra. I just think it's, I don't know, I think it's just super cute. So that is it really. It is just a basic pull push mechanism, and the back just slots back on. And as you see, when you slot it back on properly, it doesn't like to come off very easily. So she's so beautiful. I am so happy with her. I'm just trying to work out, I know I've seen that dress somewhere. I've got a feeling it might be more this era, if you know what I mean, the later Sindy. It feels like that. I'm sure I've seen one somewhere. I will have a good search to see if I can find, give you a little quick preview of the book. It's a lovely book. If you get a chance to get one, I would. They're not cheap, they really aren't, but they are, well, like that. I wouldn't have known that information without having this. I could have gone online perhaps, but it was so nice. I like hard copies of things, so it was really nice to be able to get the book out. And then thankfully we found her. I'm so pleased it was there. So I'll have to have a little look through at the various different outfits. But I think it's mainly because of the underskirt that's making me think it's pedigree. There isn't a label, but it is definitely the same. That's definitely the fabric, isn't it, that we've got on our ballerinas. Might be slightly different on the edge, but the rest is. So I think it is a Sindy dress. And I think it's really cute anyway. So I think when we've sorted her hair out, she will be having that dress back on, her little white shoes, and I will find a stand for her. So I just can't say thank you enough, Britta, for it. She's gorgeous. I hope you're watching this. Say hi if you are. I will be taking photos of her when she's done. I've got so many photos to take at the moment. And we'll get sort of tidied up and get a little prettied up to meet the other girls. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you had one of these as a child, again, I know I say this all the time, please pop a comment below. And if you enjoy the channels, please like, subscribe and share. You know how it goes. And I will see you all very soon with another video. Bye bye for now.